Now, in a sharp critique of Vice President Dr. Bawumia's comments on the 24-hour economic policy, the minority in Parliament has questioned the Vice President's economic credentials and challenged his claims about the policy's implementation. During a debate on the 2024 budget in Parliament, the ranking member on the Finance Committee, Isaac Adongo, took a swipe at Dr. Bawumia. There is more in the following report.
Following the presentation of the 2024 budget by the Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta to Parliament, the House on Tuesday commenced debate on the budget, whereas the majority believes that government is on track to stabilizing the economy. The minority says government has failed to heed to the call of the masses in the 2024 budget.
Mr. Speaker, if you look at this program, pages 1 to 164, as I mentioned, where you find the full outline of the economic program, you'll find that the objective number one is stability. To bring the cost of living down to a level that our fellow compatriots in this country can accommodate. Inflation sitting somewhere around the 50s, brought down or being brought down this year currently to about 32%. And the forecast is that in the 2024 financial year, to bring inflation further down to 15%. Mr. Speaker, if anybody says that an economic program like this is useless or is empty, that cannot be true. This economic program, Mr. Speaker, is a program that is sound, that is sensible, that is pragmatic, and I believe that every single member of this House must support a program that seeks to bring down inflation from the mid-30s down to 15% by the end of the 2024 fiscal year. Mr. Speaker, look at the exchange rate. This economic program before us seeks to ensure that the stability that has returned to the exchange markets will be maintained.
Mr. Speaker, when we are trying to find solutions to deal with the economy when they leave office, and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is proposing a 24-hour economy. I heard somebody who has disappointed the people of Ghana. Somebody who said one village, one dam, and went and dug gutters and dug out. Somebody who said one district, one factory, and built dam. Somebody who said 1 million per constituency, and for 7 years I'm still waiting for even $1 million. He says that John Mahama does not understand the 24-hour economy. Mr. Speaker, with all due respect, Dr. Bawumia learned economics at O-level. Dr. Bawumia learned economics at A-level. He went to university and learned economics first degree. Did economics again at master's level and did economics at PhD. Went all the way to Zimbabwe to be a consultant to Robert Mugabe. We all know what happened there. Inflation was over 1,000%. Mr. Speaker, he came back to Ghana. He came back to Ghana and was the deputy governor of the central bank, where there are formulas for calculating the depreciation of a currency. But Dr. Bawumia refused that depreciation formula and used the rate of change to calculate Ghana's depreciation and got 240%. Mr. Speaker, no currency can depreciate up to 100%. If you depreciate up to 100%, it means that you have shared your entire value and you cease to be a legal tender. I was very quick to compare my big brother, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, to Harry Maguire. Mr. Speaker, I now apologize to Harry Maguire. Mr. Honorable Chairman, sir, you got very angry when I used your defender as an example. Today, Maguire has turned the corner as a transformation footballer. Harry Maguire is now scoring goals for Manchester United. Mr. Speaker, Harry Maguire is now a key player for Manchester United. As for our Maguire, he is now roaming at the IMF. With a cup in hand. With a cup in hand. As for our Maguire, the economic Maguire, now was able to get pensioners to leave their homes and come and parade in the streets.
Globally, for a country like Ghana, it is projected that we will grow at 2.9%, but we have gone over and above, and currently 3.2% is the growth rate. Mr. Speaker, before we embarked on the debt exchange, Treasury bill rates were very high, above 35%. Currently, as we speak, Treasury bill rates are between 25% and 27.6%. This is why we say we have turned the corner and we will continue to do that. In the past, like I said earlier, governments have used election year as auctioning periods, engaging in all kinds of projects to win votes. But this government is committing itself to strong fiscal consolidation and efficient management of existing commitments in order not to derail the hard-won stability that we are witnessing. Mr. Speaker, as part of this commitment, government is not initiating new commercial loan-funded projects. And so when you check Appendix 10C, where we usually have commercial loan-funded projects, that place is blank. This tells you government is really committed to living within its means. Not just that, Mr. Speaker, government has also put in the budget an amount of money to clear the arrears so that we can complete existing projects.
Mr. Speaker, table 6. This is the budget. This is not my statement. Page 19. ECOWAS rationalized converging criteria. Budget deficit, we failed to achieve it. Inflation, we failed to achieve it. Gross external reserve, we failed to achieve it. Nominal exchange rate, we failed to achieve it. Public debt to GDP, we failed to achieve it. This is their record. And yet, you want to break the 8 with this lackluster performance? With this record, the minister tells us that he has turned the corner. You can only turn the corner into opposition with this kind of performance. You might have turned the corner, but you have turned the corner certainly into opposition.